Here are my top 10 group of 6 teams going into 2026. At number 10, I got NDSU, and the expectation right now for the Bison is absolutely unreal. This will be their first year in the FBS, and they are, by Vegas, predicted to win every single game in 2026. And I don't quite think they'll be able to do that, and here's why. They're losing their quarterback to the NFL, they're losing their number 1 wide receiver, and their 2 and 3 wide receivers, all most likely to the NFL. And then on defense, they lost their 2 best cornerbacks. They lost their best defensive linemen. They also lost some offensive linemen. There's a lot of rebuilding to do in Fargo. With that being said, this team will be good. I think the quarterback position will be fine. Tim Polsak's one of the best coaches in the business. I got them at 10 heading into next year. At number 9, I got Toledo. And yes, your coach is leaving. To be honest with you, Toledo's had the best roster in the MAC for a handful of years. He hasn't necessarily won a MAC title every year. I think the coaching situation might honestly get better. I think Toledo still is one of the best rosters in the conference, and I think it'll be them or Sac State. I'm going to give Toledo the slight edge because, well, they've been better at football over the last decade, and I think that success will continue. I got Yukon at number 8. Maybe G6, right? Maybe independent. I threw them in the G6. I think that's fair. Yes, you lost your coach to Colorado State, but they've built something pretty solid at Yukon. The NIL, is it incredible? No, but it's at least there where they've kept a handful of players. And I kind of believe that they are a program that really modern college football works for. Yukon is not a poor institution by any stretch of the imagination. And I know most of the focus is on basketball, but they do care about putting a competitive product on the field for football, and I think they will do exactly that. At number 7, I got USF. I'm going to take a lot of flack for this. To be honest with you, Brian Hartline in his first year of being a head coach, I am very worried about some certain things. His entire tenure has been at Ohio State. USF will not have the talent level that Ohio State has. I'm curious how his coaching will translate. Yes, he will absolutely have some incredible Power 4 transfers and some good kids out of high school, but that's not an entire roster. He needs to get an entire roster to gel well together. No head coaching experience at all. Little bit scared. Plus, all of your best players right now are on Auburn. So, they'll be good. I don't know if they'll be great. At number 6, I got New Mexico. This is the first team that I think realistically could make the Group of 6 playoff for next season. Jason Eck is the storyline of this New Mexico team. He is one of the best coaches in the G6. I think he's the best. It's him or Dan Mullen, in my humble opinion. My one kind of worry is New Mexico, right? The schedule's fine. Like, it's absolutely winnable. But the roster, will they just have enough God-given talent? Will they be fast enough and big enough? I think the coaching will be there, and I think they'll play very fundamentally disciplined. I just think the 5 teams that have ahead of them might have slightly more talent for what's that's worth, but coaching and hard play can absolutely overcome that. It's getting long. I'm going to have to make a part 2. Drop a follow, leave a like. Part 2 is coming tomorrow for the top 10 G6 teams.